Hello, dear students. I am here to start the English conversation class. Well, I'm still waiting for you to come to the class. Hi, Leandro.
Hey, Chef,
Nice, nice to see you. Nice to hear from you.
uh,
How
I'm
was
fine.
how was your day?
Very good teacher.
What did you do?
I rode my bicycle
I wrote. Uh-huh.
in Salto de Tequendama
Uh-huh.
with my friend.
Wow. How long is that? How many kilometers?
Uh, 70 kilometers.
Oh, that is a long way to go.
Yes, I tired.
You must be. You probably wouldn't like to have English class right now.
Uh, I slept in the
I
afternoon.
slept.
I slept
I
in the
slept.
I slept in the afternoon.
All right, good. Hi, Lisette. Lisette, are you there? Lisette, hello. Probably she can't hear.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I am fine. How are you? We missed you yesterday. What happened?
Yeah, it is because yesterday I was traveling.
Because what?
I was traveling yesterday.
Whoa, where did you go?
I just where to Washington.
Wow, for how many days?
Just 2 days.
Wow, that must be interesting. You have
Yeah,
had practice a lot of English.
yeah, that's
Real English.
real. Thank you.
No, that's nice to see you. Okay, hi Angie.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I am very good. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
We missed you yesterday.
Me too.
Where
I
were you? Where did you go? What were you doing?
I was sick.
Ah,
Uh,
you were sick.
yeah, teacher.
Mm.
But this moment I'm fine.
You
I'm
feel
better.
better.
I feel better.
Good, good. Okay, we are going to start our lesson today. We are going to work with the conditionals. But first of all, I want you to, before we start the lesson, we're going to try to do some tongue twisters. Have you done some tongue twisters before, or you haven't? Okay, I want to ask you: are you in your computer or are you connected on the mobile phone?
I connected my phone.
O sea, you can see what is in the chat. You can read. You cannot read what I sent you, what I sent in the chat.
Okay, no, I cannot.
Okay, look, we're going to do it this way. I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm going to read the tongue twister, and also I am going to play I'm going to play an audio so you could hear, and then you're going to do it. All right, let's start with the sharing my screen. Let's check. Okay, Now I think that you can check. Can you see my screen?
Yes, teacher.
Good.
Yes, yes, I
Look,
can.
we're going to start with Leandro. Leandro, you are going to read this tongue twister, but I'm going to do it first, right? Okay, it says, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Now, you are going to listen, and then you're going to do it. Okay, listen, please. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Did you hear to the tongue twister?
Yes.
Okay, now you are going to try to do it. Can you see it?
Hey, teacher, you can big the pictures.
Can
The
you see
screen.
my screen?
The
Because
screen.
in the screen there are the words of the tongue twister. Can you see it?
Is the words small?
Ah, okay. You want them bigger.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, hold on a second then. Can you see them?
That's right.
The red ones.
Peter Piper pick it up. Oh, no. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? Where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Peter Piper. Good. Excellent. Okay. And now we are going to do it. I'm going to do another one. I'm going to check for the other one. Angie's going to, can you check, can you see this? Okay, hold. This one, can you see it, Angie?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, listen. Betty Butter bought a bit of butter. The butter Betty Butter bought was a bit bitter and made her butter bitter. But a bit of better butter makes better butter. So Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter, making Betty Butter bitter butter better. Okay, now listen the audio. Betty Butter bought a bit of butter. The butter Betty Butter bought was a bit bitter and made her batter bitter. But a bit of better butter makes better batter. So Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter, making Betty Butter's bitter batter better. Okay, now it's your turn. Angie.
Okay, teacher. Betty Butter bought a bit of butter. The butter Betty Butter bought was a bit bitter and made her butter bitter, but a bit of better butter makes better butter. So Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter, making Betty Butter's bitter butter better.
Excellent, very good. Was it difficult?
A little.
Just a little? Okay. Now, Is there someone else in there? Okay, let me check because I don't know if Angie's still. Ah, yes. Ah, there is Lady and Lisette. Good. Lady, how are you? We're going to do a tongue twister.
Hello, teacher.
Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay, look, you're going to listen and then you're going to do it.
Okay.
She sells seashells on the seashore. The seashells are seashells, I'm sure. For if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashore shells. Okay, now listen to this one.
She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. For if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashore shells.
Okay, now it's your turn, lady.
Okay, teacher. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells are seashells, I'm sure. For if she sells shells on the seashore, then I'm sure she shells.
Thank you, very good. Excellent. Okay, listen, we're going to do it with you. Let me check. Okay, you're going to do the first one. You're going to do, can you see, are you on your phone? Can you
Yes,
see this one?
yes, yes, I can see.
Okay, did you listen before this one? Okay, I'm going to put it again and then you can say,
Okay.
okay.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Okay, now you are going to do this tongue twister of Peter Piper.
Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Did Peter Piper pick a peck of pickled peppers? If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where is the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked?
Very good. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, you did it very well, all of you. Thank you. Well, this was because this is before we start our class to do something like a warm up. Okay, right now I'm going to start with some questions that I want to make to you before we actually start our class. I want to check your understanding and your previous knowledge. So let's start with Angie. Angie, if you had only 24 hours to live, what would you do?
Teacher, can you repeat again, please?
Okay, if you had only 24 hours to live, what would you do?
And I live 20 hours
Yes,
for
if
live.
you had only 24 hours to live, no more than that, what would you do?
I think I travel
I would
in
travel.
any place.
You would go
Maybe
to any place.
one place.
Any place? Good. Now, Leandro, if you bumped your car into another car, but nobody saw you do it, would you leave your address? Would you leave your address? Your name and your address?
I don't understand, teacher, the question.
No? Okay, let's try this one. If you could be a superhero, which superhero would you be?
Um,
And why?
um, I will be
Mm-hmm.
um, Iron Man.
Iron Man. Why? Why Iron Man?
Because he is rich and
Mhm.
and genius.
He has a lot of money.
Uh,
And what is the superpower of Iron Man?
uh, what?
What is the superpower of Iron Man?
And the his armadura.
Ah, okay, like the casket or something like that.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Lisette. Okay, let's try. I think you can understand this one. If you bump your car into another car, but nobody saw you do it, would you leave your name and address?
Well, I prefer to wait to the other person come and we can talk about it
Yes,
to find a
that.
solution.
Yes, that is a better idea.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, lady. If you could ask God any question, what would it be?
Excuse me.
If you could ask God any question, what would it be that question?
I think I don't understand.
Okay, let's think of another one. Okay, let's try this one. If you could be another person for a day, who would you be? No?
Oh,
Too difficult?
mm,
Yes?
little.
Okay, don't worry. Let's start our lesson. We are going to talk about conditionals and the zero, first, and second conditionals. Those are the one that you use the special word if. All right. So right now I'm going to show you on my screen the presentation. I'm going to share my screen again. And then we are going to do some exercise. Okay. Let's start. Where is it? Hmm. I don't know where they are. Here they are. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes,
Yeah.
teacher.
Yes,
Yes.
teacher.
Good. Okay. Look, we have the if conditionals. We're going to check the zero, first, second. Well, the third conditional, I'm going to show it, but we're not going to work with that one because that one is we use the tense that we haven't worked. I don't know if you have worked on that one. So it's a little bit difficult. That's why we're not going to to get further. We are not going to go further in that explanation because the tense that they use is a little bit difficult. Okay, look, there are four main types of if sentences in English, often called conditional sentences. These sentences are into halves, clauses, the if part, if clause, and the other part where you can use words such as can, will, may, might, could, and would. That is the main clause. Now, we have the zero conditional that is made out of if clause is the if plus the present simple, and the main clause is made of the present simple. Now here we have an example. If I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. So we can see here that we have the word if, we have well the present simple or to be, and the main clause is made of the present simple. My teacher gets angry. That is for the zero conditional. If I oversleep, what will happen? I miss the bus. So there again we have the if plus the present simple, and then for the rest of the sentence we have the present simple. I miss the bus. If I miss the bus, I am late for school. We're going to continue like this is a story with the conditionals. And if I am late for school, my teacher gets angry. Now, we have the first conditional. This is made of an if clause, that is if, the word if, plus the present tense, and the main clause is made out of will, can, may, must, and plus the verb. The verb it must be in the base form. So, because if we use one of those auxiliary verbs, the verb must be in the base form. Now, here is an example. If, there is the word if, I go to London, then the main clause, I will see the Big Ben. If I do all my credits from university, I will graduate. If I do my homework, I will get good grades. If my sister doesn't go to work, she will lose her job. Now, if I go to London, I will see the Big Ben. This is another example. If I go to the Buckingham Palace, I can take a photo of the Royal Guard. If you go to London, you must look right before crossing a street. Let's think of another. If you listen to if children listen to their parents, they will be good people when they grow up. If my family work hard, they will have good money, for example. Now, we have the second conditional. This is made out of the if clause plus the main clause. The if plus the past tense is the if clause, and in the main clause, we use the would, could, might, and the verb in the base form. So here we have if, and then we have the past simple. I were an astronaut. I would travel in a spaceship. If I were an astronaut, I would travel in a spaceship. And if I travel in a spaceship, I will go to Mars. If I went to Mars, I will meet a Martian. And if I met a Martian, I wouldn't understand him. So probably I didn't understand him and I will come back to the earth. So as we can see, here we have the if plus the past tense, and then we have the one of these auxiliary verbs, the would, and the verb in the base form. That is how we make the second conditional. Now, we have the third conditional. I told you that we're not going to go very deep in this explanation, but I wanted to show how it works. It's nearly the same as the other ones, but we use the past perfect tense. And we use the would, could, might, have, plus the past participle. So here is an example. We have, if I had studied hard, this is the past perfect, I will have passed my exams. So here we're using this auxiliary would, and then the past part, the have, and the past participle. Now, here is an example. Angie, can you read this example for me, please?
Yes, teacher. If you had studied hard, you wouldn't have failed your exam.
Thank you. Yes, that's right. Here we have the past participle, and then we have the would in a negative form. Then we have the have, and then we have the verb in the past participle. Leandro, can you read this for me, please?
If you had passed your exam, you could have gone to the beach.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Now we have Lady. Can you read this for me, please?
Okay. If I had gone to the beach, I would have made sand castle.
Yes, and castles. Excellent. So if I had gone, something that didn't happen because he's imagined, because he didn't present, he didn't study it for the exam, so he can't do all of these things. Now he's just thinking, if I had gone to the beach, I would have made sand castles, but that is not going to be possible because uh, he didn't do well at school. All right, now we are going to practice. Any one of you, do you have any questions? Any question, Lisette, Leandro, Lady, Angie?
Let's see in the practice.
Let's go to the practice.
Yes, to see if I have questions.
You have questions.
No, in case I have questions, maybe with the practice.
We need the. You mean is that we need to practice? You just need to go and do the practice. Not you don't have any question.
But just for me, I don't know.
All right, let's practice. Now we have some situation here, and then we're going to imagine that we have some things here, and we are going to answer this. Now let's start with Lisette. If you had to choose a place to live outside your country, which one would you choose and why?
I will choose Italy.
Yes.
Why? Because it has beautiful places and perfect views.
Wow. Have you been to Italy before or no?
No, never.
Well, that's a good choice,
Yes.
actually. Thank you, Lisette. Angie, what would you do if you saw a robbery or an assault?
Mm, I probably I will run. Eh,
Yeah,
I will run because I will scare. I will um, shout. And no, what do you mean? How do you say in English? Gritar.
scream,
I scream. I will scream.
scream. All right, you will scream. But what happens if you scream and then the thief listens to you?
Can you repeat again, teacher, please?
Yes, you're telling us that you will scream. What happens if you scream and the thief can listen to you?
Hmm. Um,
What would you do?
pro- I look in I would say police.
To the police. You will call, well, probably
I
before
go the police.
you will go to the police. Good. Excellent. Thank you. Leandro, if you had plenty of money to give away, what would you do with it?
Mm, I will buy.
Yes.
I will be buy
I
and
will buy. I will buy. No, I will be, but I will buy.
I will buy an apartment, uh, a car, uh, and I will travel in the world,
Around the world.
around the world. Yes.
Excellent. Good. Okay, let's go to Lady. Lady, you're going to read this question for me and you are going to answer the next one, this one.
Excuse me, teacher.
Can you please read this sentence, this question, and answer the questions for us?
Read it.
Yes, read the question, this one here, where the fire is.
Okay. What what three things will you take if your house was on fire?
Okay, what are those things?
Hmm, I think call
Three things that take, you will take out of your house. For example, for me, I would take well, things, because there are no humans or animals. I would take my wallet. I would take my mobile phone, and I would take the computer. But when
excuse me,
yes,
teacher. Bueno, lo voy a decir en español. Lo que pasa es que no entiendo realmente las cláusulas, ¿sí?
o sea, la explica. You mean the explanation of the conditionals or the questions?
Sí, no, la explicación es correcta.
Ah, las explicaciones que acabamos de hacer.
Sí, o sea, como tal la cláusula, ¿sí?
O sea, lo que acabamos de explicar. O sea, ¿te acuerdas que? Do you remember that I was talking about the zero, first, and second, and third conditional?
Sí, exacto. O sea, como tal, ¿qué hace la cláusula, sí?
No, es que sí, ok, ¿qué hacen? Es simplemente que when you are talking in English, there are those type of questions that you use to to talk about things that happens. Yes? And then you use it for example, to ask questions of what will happen if you do something and what will be the result. Yes?
Yes.
O sea, ¿cuál sería el resultado si tú haces algo? ¿Qué pasaría? O si tú pudieras hacer algo, ¿qué sería lo que harías o qué pasaría? Es simplemente como para practicar. Is to practice in a conversation because, so, for example, I'm going to tell you my experience. When I was in Australia, I wanted to use that word if, but I didn't know how it worked. So I just didn't use the word if, but I said instead of saying if, I would say the word yes. And that is not right. You can say, yes, you had plenty of money to give away. What would you do with it? Because that is not the right word to say it in English. We can say it in Spanish. Si tú tuvieras plata, es como decir lo mismo que sí para la respuesta. But in English it's not the same. Yes? It's a way to communicate in a better way. Those are tools to communicate and to talk to another person. Those are tools and ways to to have a good conversation and a smooth conversation with other people. ¿Sí me entiendes? ¿O no?
Sí, teacher.
Lo que pasa es que, a ver, digamos que esto no es como que tienen unas cláusulas y tiene una gramática y, por ejemplo, yo en inglés no puedo decir yes, you had plenty of money. Yo no puedo utilizar la palabra yes para decir esa clase de cláusulas. Y lo que yo te digo, o sea, yo cuando estaba aprendiendo, yo lo hacía porque yo no sabía que existía esa palabrita. Entonces yo decía, yes, you had plenty, for example, yes, you had plenty, and that is wrong. Eso está mal. ¿Ves? Entonces, son useful sentences that can make us communicate in a better and fluent way. Those are sentences that can help us to do better and smooth conversations. It's just for that. Entonces aquí, por ejemplo, lo que yo estoy preguntando es, ¿cuáles son tres cosas que tú sacarías de tu casa si estuviera, si estuviera en llamas, si estuviera en juego? Entonces yo no puedo decir, what three things would you take? Yes, your house was on fire. ¿Sí? Entonces ahora hay cuatro maneras cuatro formas de condicionar, de los condicionales. Entonces, unos son en presente, los otros en pasado, los otros en participio, dependiendo de cómo vayas a hacer la pregunta. Entonces, aquí, what three things would you take if your house was on fire? I answer to you, for example, I would, if my house was on fire, si estuviera en fuego, I would take out my books, or I would take out my wallet with my money, or I would take out another things. Let's think, for example, the computer. Yes, but it's just to practice. Is that clear or is not that clear?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's continue. Lisette, can you please answer, read this question and answer it, please?
What will happen if you don't get a good education? If I don't have a, if I don't get a good education, I I can find a good job.
Yes, that's true. Look, thank you. Angie, can you read the next one where the United States flag is, please? Angie, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Can you read the next one, please?
If you had the opportunity to travel to the USA last summer, what would you have done? Can you hear me, teacher?
Can I what? Explain you?
No, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Ah,
Yes.
okay, teacher. Probably I travel in any places, in any famous places. Um, I I eat so typical food,
Yes.
and I meet new people. I
Mm-hmm.
talk I talk new with new people.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I make new friends.
I will make. I
I
will
will make.
I, okay, let's remember that, well, I told you that we are not going to use the third conditional, but here, as you can see, we have the third conditional because it says, if you had the opportunity to travel to the USA last summer, what you have done. It's talking about something that already happened, but it's in the present. Yes, this is the third conditional. So the third conditional, let's go back to I think it's here. The third conditional, it's telling us that we use the third or the, if I were an astronaut, it's not this one. Fourth, where is it? Okay, this is with the past perfect. Yes? So we have to, for the answer, we have to use the past perfect and one of these auxiliary verbs plus the have and the past participle. For example, here in the answer, in the question, it said, if I had the opportunity to go on holidays to United States in last summer, what have I done? Yes, something that already happened, but I didn't do it. So what would I have had done? So the answer would be, la respuesta hubiera sido como, if I had what was, if I had last summer the vacation, I would have swam in the pool, for example. Yes, so we use well, this is for the question, you didn't use this one. We use the auxiliary would, could, might, plus the have, and then we use the verb in the past participle. Yes? So let's go back where the question was. Look, if you had the opportunity to travel to the USA last summer, what would you have done? ¿Qué hubieras hecho? Yes? So, for example, my answer will be, if I had that opportunity, I would have visited the museum. I don't know a name of a museum, or I would have let's think. Go to if I had gone to Disney, for example. Do you know what I mean? ¿Sí me entiendes lo que te quiero decir, lady? Lady. Lady. Angie? Angie, are you there? Angie. Anyway, Leandro, can you listen to me?
Yes, teacher, I can.
Okay, let's continue because probably Angie can hear us. So let's continue. Let's do this one. Let's do the if you earn a lot of money. Can you make the question and answer the question, please? Leandro.
Um, if you earn a lot of money in the future, will you have any charities? Which ones?
Ah, charities.
Charities?
Charities. Charities
Charities.
es la caridad.
Um, um, I will help
Yes.
children's the Guajira.
Yes. Guajira's children.
Guajira children. I will help old women and men.
Mm-hmm.
I will help people summers and drugs.
All right. Yes. All right. Yeah. Thank you, Leandro. Lisette, can you do the next one, please? What would you have done if had supervised an earthquake?
What would you have done if had survived an earth, earth,
Earthquake.
um, I will um I will have more time I don't know, doing exercise or something.
Yes.
But how you say that, teacher? That I will.
Okay. Here is the same as the one.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So what would you have done? Okay. I would had I would had I don't know how to say. I would have a had been more
Healthy.
more or I would have been faster because I survived to the earthquake, but all my family got into the earthquake. For example, stayed there. Or if I had survived, I had done more to help more people.
Oh.
Yes, it's something that it happened, but I am just talking that because it already happened. It happened in the past, and something that I would have wanted to to uh, to do better than I did. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let's If you see an immigrant begging for money in the street, well, okay. We have. I think we have Carolina, but I don't know if she. Uh, Carolina, did you listen to the present?
Hi, teacher.
How would you? Did you listen to the presentation?
um, I will not be a good teacher.
You were at the end. Okay, so you are not able to.
No, 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 no. No, teacher. Es que estaba, no. No, tenía problemas con lo de la luz y el internet, por eso no había ingresado antes, más temprano.
All right. Okay, don't worry. Let's continue where we are. Lady, are you there? No, lady, no. Yes, lady, are you there? Are you still there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, look. Can you understand this question? If you see an immigrant begging for money in the street, what will you do? ¿La puedes entender? Can you understand the question? Lady.
Teacher.
¿Sí la puedes entender?
¿Qué pasaría?
Si tú ves un inmigrante pidiendo dinero en la calle, ¿qué harías? What will you do? So you can say, tú puedes decir, if I see an immigrant begging for money, I will give money. I will give him or her money. It's an example. Or if I see an immigrant begging for money, I will just kick him. Yes, le daría una patada. It's an example. If I see an immigrant begging for money, I will give him or give her some food. Yes? Or if I see an immigrant begging for money in the street, I will call the police. Those are examples, son ejemplos. ¿Listo? Entonces, si yo veo un inmigrante pidiendo dinero en la calle, yo llamo a la policía. Si yo lo veo, yo grito. O si yo lo veo, yo salgo corriendo. ¿Sí? Son ejemplos. Entonces, if you see an immigrant begging for money in the street, what will you do? ¿Tú qué harías? What will you do?
If I see an begging immigrant, I give food. Yeah.
I will give.
I will.
Yes, yo le daría. I will give him or her.
Yeah. I will him.
I will
Food.
give him food. Thank you very much. Yes, that is an option. Yo le daría comida. Pobrecito. Poor immigrant. He doesn't have a house. He doesn't have money. So he probably must be hungry. Okay, thank you. And Lisette, what will happen if we don't protect the environment?
If we don't protect the environment, we will destroy the nature, or we won't have water.
Yes, that's true. And then we also we won't have any food or any free uncontaminated air, because there is a lot of air contaminated in the around the world. So we must protect the environment. Good. Angie, If you had a child, how would you bring him or her up? When I said bring him or her up, es cómo lo acostumbraría, cómo no lo crecería, cómo lo, I don't remember that word in Spanish right now. ¿Cómo lo?
¿Criaría?
Eso, de criar, exactamente, esa es la palabra. Thank you very much. If you had a child, how would you bring him or her up? Angie, are you there or you aren't? Is Angie there? Angie.
Teacher, sorry, se cayó la llamada. The question is, if you had a child, how would you bring him on her up? What
Yes.
is the meaning of bring him?
Criar. Criarlo, o sea, que crezca. Okay, that you give him good food, you will take care of him, you will give him love, you will buy him very nice clothes, would you give him or her the vaccines? I don't know, many things that you could do with a child to bring him up in a healthy environment. ¿Se volvió a caer la llamada? What happened? Angie. Leandro.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, can you do this question, please? And answer it?
If you had a child,
Yes.
how do you?
So you will say, if I had a child.
I had a child.
If I had a child. Okay, the question is, if you had a child, how would you bring him or her up? Now the answer must be, if I had a child, I will.
Okay. If you had a child, I would bring with love, with respect.
Yes, respect. Excellent.
Respect, and example of my life.
Good example. Yes, that is very good. Excellent. Thank you. Lisette, if you were the mayor of this town, what would you promise young people to get their votes?
I will promise that if I were the mayor of this town, I will promise to the young people for to get a good education.
Yes, that is true. It's good. Thank you very much. Okay, we have these two last ones. Now, lady, if you were a teacher, how would you behave with your students? Are you there, lady? Lady. Carolina, if you were a teacher, how would you behave with your students?
I go teacher, I don't worry.
You wouldn't worry? Why?
Sí.
So, for example, How would you prepare the class?
No condicional, no, sino question. The question.
Ooh, the question of what?
Yes.
¿Cómo así? I don't understand. What do you mean?
You were a teacher, you pick with...
Si tú fueras una profesora.
Si usted fuera profesor,
Ajá.
¿qué haría usted por sus estudiantes? ¿Sí?
¿Cómo se comportaría con ellos?
¿Cómo me comportaría?
Yes, but in English. In English. If you were a teacher, how would you behave with your students?
I behave.
I will
behave with my students.
No, don't say my students. With you can say with
your students.
No. No.
So
difficult?
That
okay, dejémosla. Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Thank you. Angie, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
I'm here.
If you were a teacher, how would you behave with your students?
I would have many activities.
Yeah.
Dynamic activities. I would place.
You will do games.
Games, yes, teacher. And I will work together, and I explain many.
I will explain.
I will explain many things about English.
Okay, thank you. This is for all of you. Let's start with Angie. Let's continue. What would happen if you failed English this year?
I will sad. What will you have? I will you happen if you fail English this year? I will so sad. I will work.
I will be.
I will be work hard.
I will be very sad and I will work hard for the next term.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Leandro, what would happen if you fail English this year?
I will be sad and frustrated. How do you say that? Frustrated.
Good, excellent. Lady, what would happen if you fail English this year? Ladies, is there or she isn't? Oh no, ladies, and she isn't here. Lisette, what would happen if you fail English this year?
If I fail English this year, I will be disappointed.
Yes. All right. Yes, I think the same. So we must study very hard. Now, I am going to continue. I have some more questions for you because we need to practice with those. I have, okay, here I have some pictures. Yes? In these pictures, I am going to show you. We have, let's share the screen again. Okay. Here, you're going to check and see, where are they? Here. Some pictures. Yes? These are the if pictures. And down here, we have the main clauses. So we are going to choose one of the if sentences. We have to make the pictures, and then we have to choose one of the clauses. And then we are going to answer the question with the phrases of probability. For example, I'm going to do the first one. Let's think. I am here like a supermarket. So I'm going to choose the first one, and then I'm going to choose this one here. Yes, the one that is the girl is in the shopping in the store, and she's shopping for something. So if I go to the supermarket, I will buy my groceries and my fruits, and I will have the groceries for my lunch. Yes. So I definitely won't buy any liquor, but I will definitely buy fruits. So this is what we have to do. I don't know, did you understand what I meant? ¿Entendieron lo que quise decir?
Yes, teacher.
Leandro, did you understand? Lady, did you understand? Angie, did you understand? Carolina, did you understand?
Yes, teacher. I believe.
Okay. Let's start with Leandro. Leandro, choose one of these if pictures. You just let us know which one. I am going to go slowly, and you just let me know which one you are going to choose.
The pictures are the sun.
The sun. This one?
Yes.
Okay. This is the if. And which is going to be the main clause? These are the main clause. I'm going to go slowly.
The family beach.
All right. So you're going to answer, make the sentence, and you are going to answer the question with one of the phrases with probably. So I'm sure, or I expected, or is possible, or will definitely, or etc. Probably, definitely, yes.
Yeah, it's possible.
All right. So you're going to do it. The son and the family. Let's start, please.
If they sunny.
If the day is sunny, yes.
Sunny. It's probably.
Yes.
Your family.
No. Oh, well, yes.
Go to the beach.
Yes, the family go to the beach. Good. Thank you very much. Lisette, can you choose one of the if pictures and then one of the main close pictures, please? You just let me know which one. Let us know.
Uh, the the bed, the kitten is in the bed.
The bed. Okay, this one.
Mm-hmm.
And which one is going to be the main clause?
Mm. The last one, have the coffee.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do it right now. We have the if
Mm-hmm.
here, and then the guy that is tired, and then the answers, the possible answers are of probability. I'm sure, I expected, is possible, etc. You may go.
So if if I can sleep at night,
Yes,
I will definitely tired the next day.
I will definitely be tired the next day. Excellent. Very good, Lisette. Angie, are you there? Is Angie there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, can you choose one picture, please? Of the if. I'm going to go slowly.
If the kid in the bed.
That one, Lisette already have done
Ah,
it.
okay, teacher. The kid study.
This one, the next one.
Yes.
And which one is going to be the main clause? Angie, probably she got disconnected. Her
Kid.
internet. All right.
Can you hear me, teacher?
Yes, right now, yes, but before I couldn't hear you.
The kid have a exam.
Has. The
Has.
kid that has. Okay. You could use one of these
Exam.
probability answers. So I'm sure, I expect, it's possible, I doubt, it's unlikely, will definitely, etc. Let's start, please. We can't hear you, Angie. Your internet connection is wrong, or something is wrong, because I can't hear you. Hello, I can hear you.
The second picture.
No, I can't hear you. Angie, I can't hear you. Leandro, can you do the next one, please?
Teacher, the same.
The one that she have chosen?
Mm,
The same is one. Which one? This one?
yes, no
Okay.
problem.
All right.
If the students hard study
Yes, if the student had
studied, it's definitely
definitely.
definitely he will um, will get
Uh-huh.
good exam.
Good grade. A good
Good
exam.
grade. Good
Uh-huh.
grade.
Excellent. Lisette, continue, please.
Uh, the card.
This one?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That is the if, and then the main clause.
In the car.
Okay. Okay, you may go. Do you need to check the probably answers for the question? Here.
Okay. If I
Good.
go fast in the car, I will probably
I will probably crashed. Probably crash. I don't know what happened. We can listen to you. But I think you got it right. You did it right. Leandro, let's continue. Angie, can you listen to us? Angie, probably she can't hear us. Leandro, you may continue, please.
Okay, teacher. The worker, the computer.
This one? No, the guy that is full of work.
Ah,
The guy that is full of work.
um, the
The,
Cloudy,
and the what is cloudy? This one? Rain windy? Or this
Wendy,
one?
Wendy.
No, but which one are you going to use for the if? This guy with a lot of work.
Ah, okay.
Yes?
Yes.
No. Which one do you want to choose?
The main worker.
This one.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, this is going to be the if. And which one is going to be the main clause?
Uh, uh, the pay money.
This one?
Yes.
Good. And do you want to check the probably answers? Look, we have, I'm sure, yes.
Es, Expected.
I expected. All right. Let's start, please.
If if he
Let's
had
put him a name. Let's put him a name.
if he had work no if he had a hard worked
Yes, if he had worked.
if it's he will expect no
He will expect.
he will expect
Or you can probably use he will probably expect.
if he probably expect many
A lot.
a lot
A lot of money.
a
Or a
lot
good payment.
a lot of money.
Or a good payment or I don't know what else we could say. Good. Lisette is still there? Are you there, Lisette?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you choose another one, please?
The people knocking the door.
Okay, the people that is knocking the door, and that is the if. And which one is going to be the main clause?
Will be, the family watching TV.
This one.
Yeah.
All right. And do you want to check the probability answers?
Okay. If I visit my Mom, I I forget it. I
Which one do you need? This
the
one?
process, yeah. I'm sure that I find all my family there.
Wow, excellent. Very good. I don't know, Angie. Can you listen to me? No. Angie. No, probably she can't. Leandro,
Yes, teacher.
you continue because I think I have only 2 students. The rest gave up.
The men exercise. The men do exercise.
The man that is doing this one.
Yes.
And that is the if. And which one is the main clause?
The men,
With the muscles.
yes, masculine.
And the phrase.
Entonces, if he,
Why don't we put in a name? Let's put him a name.
name,
Yes, let's put him a name. For
sorry,
example, Carlos or Antonio. Well, I don't know.
Andres.
Yes.
If Andres will 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 be no will do exercise. No.
No, remember, if is the zero conditional, we use present and present perfect. Present, yes? If
If,
the main is in the if the first if the first in the second example in the first conditionals we use the present and the main clause we will use a will, could, would, and if it's the second conditional we use the past. Remember?
okay,
For
yes.
example, if Andres did exercise, he would probably right now had good muscles. Si hubiera hecho, ¿sí? That is the second conditional. In the zero conditional, if Andres do exercise, if Andres does exercise, he has good muscles. Yes, that is in the present, the second condition, in the first condition. Now,
Present,
and
sí.
yes, and for example, in the past, that is the second conditional. If Andres, that is the past, did his exercise, he will probably got muscles. He got new muscles. Yes. So in the second conditional we use the subject plus the verb in the auxiliary, the verb in the past, and the rest of the sentence. And the main clause is going. Let's check it in here because it's better for you to. Where is it?
If Andres did exercise.
Yes, this is the third, and we're in the second. Let's check where is the second. I don't know what happened to this. Did you got what I meant? ¿Sí entendiste lo que quise decir?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so let's try to do it because then we will get more time than we expected. So if Andres
did exercise,
yes,
it's probably
Yes.
He had very muscles,
Yes, very good muscles.
very good muscles.
Excellent. That is excellent. Now, Lisette, your turn. Let's do the last one.
Mm, uh, to be the sun with high temperature.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the if
Mm-hmm.
clause. And which one is the main clause?
Oh, the pool.
This one, the children in the
Yeah.
pool. And here are the probability answers for the questions.
Uh-huh. It uh it is a hot day.
Yes.
Uh, we get the right. Sorry. Uh, we it's possible that
Yes.
we go to the pool.
Excellent. Yes, thank you. Well, that was very good. All right. Now, do you have, because we're nearly going to end up, we are nearly to the end of the class. I wanted to ask you, do you have any questions?
No, sister, I think I need to practice.
Yes, probably. Well, that is the thing. Okay, Leandro, do you have any question?
I haven't.
I don't have. Okay,
I don't have.
Angie, are you there? Can you listen to me? No, probably she can't. I don't know what happened to her. Probably it's the internet. Anyway, well, this is the end of the class. I wanted to well, we need to practice. That is the only way we could get more knowledge. I guess Lisette can practice all the time because, well, where she lives, she's speaking English all the time. And Leandro, there are many a lot of interesting and very good exercises in the internet that you could check if you had the opportunity and the time. And well, I wanted to thank you for your time, for your attention, for your assistance. It's very kind of you, and it's a pleasure to me have you in the class. Also, I want you to ask if you have received the chart that I sent you. Well, Angie already sent me the chart with the answers, but I don't know, Leandro, if you got the chart to fill it in and give it back to me.
Teacher, thank you so much for your patience.
No, don't worry.
And I think your class is very interesting, and I like this class because I will learn. I know I learning much.
No, well, that is
I
good.
am learning. I am learning much.
Yes, thank you very much for that. Okay. I'm going to say this in Spanish because I really need this. Yo esta mañana, bueno, no sé, en las horas de la tarde, de las 12, no recuerdo, mandé el cuadro para que ustedes me hagan el favor y me lo llenen. Es un cuadro que me piden en la universidad bueno, con esa información que ustedes ven ahí. Entonces, para que los que no lo han llenado, no sé si Leandro dice, me hagan el favor y lo llenen, lo mandé al correo con su información. Ahí dice que el tipo de inglés, el nombre, creo que dónde viven, y me lo devuelvan para yo poderlo mandar a las actividades que me piden en la universidad, por favor, lo más
Okay.
antes posible. ¿Listo?
Este mismo.
Okay. Entonces, Lisette, thank you very much. Leandro, thank you very much for your assistance, your patience, and your and the good attention that the attention all the time that you have for this class. And we will see you next Saturday, hopefully. Have
Thank you so
an
much.
excellent week, and we'll have a good night of sleep.
Thank you so much.
See
Thank
you
you.
weekend.
Bye bye. Have a good
Bye.
night.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
Night.